how would you describe the state of the cyber risk marketplace today?
Yeah, it's coming fresh off NetDiligence in Santa Monica, it was a great opportunity to kind of check in face to face with all the product heads and other kind of thought leaders in the space and vendors and lawyers and all. You go through this. It's a tough time in the market, right? So a year ago, some other lines had kind of moved into a hard market, and cyber was kind of tightening up or firming up. But really, this year, kind of in the summer, it really moved from hardening to kind of a hard market. And so that created some significant challenges for everybody, right? So when you think about it, whether it was small business or large business, they were seeing, and we saw a shift, especially from kind of June to July. It was like risks that people were aggressively going after in June was like everyone was off the table and completely changing their appetite. Now, some other markets had made changes earlier, but it felt like there was a holistic shift. I'm sure there was, reinsurers pushing hard on insurers to make some updates. There was a lot of claims in the market, right? So you saw a bunch of noteworthy ransomware events, and I think it caused markets to pause, to reevaluate their appetite, things that they were already kind of doing, but it pushed everything into overdrive. And so, we were seeing a tightening and kind of a reduction in capacity from some markets. And so that's kind of been accelerated. And now it's kind of small, medium, and large are all facing similar issues. So we're seeing kind of, because of all the ransomware claims, obviously loss ratios have gone up. So it's forced carriers to start asking a lot more questions of small, medium, and large accounts, right? They're going to get more granular on a lot of the controls, certainly a lot of common themes. But it's moved to a place where if you don't have some of these controls in place, you may be uninsurable, or you've really got to focus. And so the speed at which all this changed has created some significant challenges for clients that haven't been able to move as quickly, right? So that was probably the market doing them a disservice and not holistically everyone kind of coming to some standard agreements on basic controls that are necessary. And so risks were kind of caught behind the eight ball, so to speak, and that they don't have certain things in place. So those were big challenges. I think that, the bigger kind of issues there are, MFA at multiple levels, remote access to your network, MFA around email, MFA with kind of high credentialed users. A lot of these questions weren't being asked in the past. And now even at the smallest risk, carriers are asking it. And if you don't have it, you may not be able to get insurance, or you certainly can't get them from some carriers that would consider that before.